My name is Kwame, and I have seen many things in my time. But no tale lingers in my memory like the one of Otto and Efua. If you have a moment, sit by the fire and listen. This is a story that has been whispered for years in the village of Asokwa. Asokwa is a small but proud village, nestled between rolling hills and thick forest where the baobab trees stand tall like silent elders. The people of Asokwa are known for their wisdom, but sometimes, even the wisest must learn the hard way. Otto was a young man with strong arms and a sharp mind. He was the son of Kwaku, the village blacksmith, and he had learned the art of shaping iron from his father. Every morning, before the sun rose, the sound of his hammer echoed through the village, a rhythm that spoke of hard work and promise. Efua, on the other hand, was as beautiful as the first rain of the season. She was the daughter of Naneya, the village healer, and was known for her clever tongue and sharp wit. Many young men admired her, but Efua had a heart that was difficult to win. Now, here is where the story truly begins. Otto had always admired Efua from afar, but admiration is not the same as knowing a person. One day, as he carried a bundle of iron rods to his father's forge, he overheard Efua speaking to her friends under the shade of the great Iroko tree. "I will only marry a man who can give me the life I deserve," she said, her voice full of certainty. "A man who will make my name known beyond Asokwa. I will not waste my years in struggle." Otto's heart pounded in his chest. He was not the wealthiest man, nor the most famous, but he was determined. That evening, as the village prepared for the harvest festival, he approached Efua with boldness. "Efua," he said, standing tall, "I am Otto, son of Kwaku the blacksmith. I wish to make you my wife." Efua looked at him with a smile that was both amused and curious. "And what makes you think you are worthy of me, Otto?" she asked. "I will give you the best life," Otto promised. "I will work day and night. You will never know hunger, nor will your feet touch the ground, for I will carry you wherever you wish to go." The village elders, who were always watching, nodded in approval. "A man must prove his worth," one of them said. "If you are serious, Otto, then let us see what you are made of." And so, the test began. Otto worked harder than ever before. He crafted the finest tools, the strongest machetes, and even a golden bracelet for Efua. He saved every cowrie shell he earned, and soon, he had enough to pay her bride price. On the day of their wedding, the village danced, and the drummers beat their drums with such power that even the spirits must have heard them. Otto and Efua were husband and wife, bound by tradition and by promises. But marriage, as the elders say, is not built on one day of joy. As the months passed, Otto worked even harder to fulfill his promise. He was up before the sun, hammering and forging, taking on every request from the village to provide for Efua. He spent less time at home, less time speaking with his wife, and more time proving he was the man he had claimed to be. Efua, however, began to change. At first, she was patient, but soon, she grew restless. "Otto, you said I would never know struggle," she reminded him one evening. "Yet I see the wives of traders wearing silks from the coast. The chief's daughter has golden earrings from the Ashanti lands. What of me?" Otto sighed. "I am working, Efua. Soon, you will have all you desire." But soon was not soon enough. One evening, after a long day at the forge, Otto returned home to find Efua gone. The house was silent, save for the crackling of the fire. His heart pounded. He asked the neighbors, but no one had seen her. Then, an old woman, who had been sitting near the market square, shook her head and whispered, "She left Otto." She climbed onto the merchant's cart and rode towards the great city. Otto did not sleep that night. His heart was heavy, not only with sorrow but with the weight of a lesson learned too late. Days turned into months, and the village spoke of Efua's fate in hushed tones. She had gone to the city, yes, but fortune is not always kind. The merchant who had taken her left her stranded when his riches dried up. With no home, no family, and no means, she wandered from place to place, until one fateful day, she returned to Asokwa. When Otto saw her, he did not speak. She was not the proud Efua he had once known. Her clothes were tattered, her eyes dull. She had learned that promises of a good life mean nothing if the heart is not content. "I was wrong," she admitted, her voice barely above a whisper. "I thought happiness lay in gold and status, but I see now, the house is not a home if there is no love inside." The village elders shook their heads. "Marriage is not built on wealth alone," one of them said. "It is built on patience, understanding, and the willingness to grow together." Otto, though his heart still ached, had moved on. Life does not wait for those who regret, and he had learned to build his own happiness, with or without another. And so, my children, remember this: before tying the knot, think twice. Look beyond beauty, beyond riches, and ask yourself, do you truly know the person standing beside you? A wedding lasts a day, but marriage lasts a lifetime. And with that, I have spoken. The fire is dying, and the night grows deep. May wisdom guide you in all things.